anyone handle chisels before? You going?
Cross cuts always with a handsaw.
We need to make what we're making now.
So they start off much smaller than us, but they can end up much bigger.
The studio in the woods has been set up by a collective of architects who wanted to get more close to the making with their own hands and understanding the material better by doing.
On this discussions we're having on Thursday, this idea came of kind of creating a place to like sit, kind of like you're kind of enclosed by the forest.
There was always a vague idea there to begin with, but of course until you find a site and you know what material you're dealing with, it's quite difficult to design it on paper, and that's what's been quite nice, is there hasn't been a lot of design on paper, lots of it's been gesturing this and that.
Three, two, one, go!
Together. Right, like that one. Straight from
2, 3, lift.
Right. Just sit on
Fine. Keep going. No. This is so heavy.
Yeah, we're in.
I think the proximity of the fact that you know that the idea is going to be built the next day or sort of in a few hours, for me makes the whole process very different from doing a college project where we're designing something that is much more clearly defined as hypothetical and most probably won't get built.
You are definitely aware of how little time you have, so it is quite intense. But because you're living in the environment that you're building in, you are continuously thinking and developing in your own head.
A little bit out. It comes down to like not relying on these edges when you're measuring the set square.
So that's why you need to draw it at about the right angle and about the right scale.
Yeah, okay. So give me 20 minutes.
10 minutes.
15.
12.
Deal.
We found it interesting because it's an old railway, so it goes up here and then it continues on the other side, but the bridge is gone.
That right?
Towards that way, please.
We quartered a log and we used as an inverted post. So if you're inside, you are looking at almost a forest looking upwards.
I think you did really succeed in making something that once withdraws itself from any sort of interpretation.
There was something important about this path. We were trying to think the way that we could reinstate it as a destination rather than just a kind of mistake.
When all the haze and grass is growing again, it will hopefully go through in between these slats and make this whole seat kind of disappear into landscape, and with just the back sticking out, which will hopefully mimic more what you see behind you.
It looks almost like the end of a ritual when you come in here. It has some sort of totemic feel.
Put that guy in. Put it in tight. Tight? Yeah.
Tight, really tight. Really tight.
I like the fact that it took us all as a whole sort of a group of studio in the woods to lift it up. because we all arrived and we were all, were one group, and then we split off into these separate groups and we sort of worked on our things, and nicely symbolic, we all kind of pulled it together.
Yeah, fine, yeah.